Good afternoon. I'd like to thank everybody for coming here this afternoon. This has been an amazing weekend. I couldn't have done it without my team. My name is Heather Taylor, and I am a hospice palliative care nurse and also the founder of After a Loss. What my business does is it provides a solution to newly bereaved families in the hours, days, and weeks following the loss of their loved one. We are home-based practical support for families. We show up at their house, we set up the coffee, tea, desserts, we run any necessary errands. We'll pick up people at the airport, and we'll drop off medical equipment after it's no longer needed. We will do things in the weeks and months following if somebody is left alone. There's nothing we won't do. We provide a helping hand at a hurting time. I came to realize that this was a very needed service, having been a hospice nurse, as I said, and realizing and hearing over and over again all the concerns and worries that families had, even though they were just newly bereaved. It went from the fact of somebody having just died to their concern, my house is a mess, I haven't been home in days, and there's no groceries in my house. And before I know it, all these people are soon going to be arriving. I haven't slept, and I have to go pick up my grandma at the airport. These were all real to these people. And then on April 28, 2011, I got it. My mom died unexpectedly, and I saw the whirlwind of activity that had to happen in a short period of time when emotionally I couldn't even figure out what my name was, quite honestly. So what I ask is that I'm asking for anybody who could look to partner, anybody who could recommend the service, and funeral directors, hospices, palliative care services would be a great way to start out. This is in the pre-revenue state right now. It is in the beginning phases, and I'm looking to move it to the next stages. Thank you.
So in terms of some of the next steps, it's going to be important that we really position this service offering with the right partners in the marketplace. And one of the things that we discovered is that we really need to have someone experienced as a business upstart mentor to come alongside this effort to make sure that we answer and address all the questions that should be, and really help us to evaluate and explore what we don't know about this, because to an extent it is a brave new frontier. One of the other things that's going to be important is to be very specific and intentional about placing this service that touches everyone's life in a way that the power of personal networks can be used to position this service offering, so that if a agency worker or a funeral director or a hospice caregiver or a nurse has need or an idea that there's an opportunity for this service to be offered, that their first thought is, how do I position Heather and After a Loss? So that's one of our asks in terms of next steps. One of our other asks is that we're going to help to try to figure out our plan to market this and to make After a Loss something that touches all of us after a loss.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to pass over to the judges for questions, but I just want to point out, this is one of the teams that just organically formed and got together and started working on this idea that Heather pitched. So, excellent, guys. Really guys put together.
No, excuse me. What would be the time frame for the assistance that you would offer if a family didn't need you right after the death, but down the line? So what would be your time frame?
There is no end in the service. The service is open-ended. We can provide at the time or after the time. And a lot of times families, we find, do not need the service right then and there because everybody's there. It's in the weeks and the months and possibly the years following.
How do you charge for your services?
It is a fee-for-service charge at this point, and it is an hourly. I also do have a package designed that encompasses a certain amount of hours, or it is a la carte.
Will there ultimately be an app associated with it?
Yes.
Because then you could do live chat and you could...
Right. And hopefully then the families could decide on which services would best suit them, because every family, as I say, is unique and every family requires individual services.
How do you plan to scale this? Is it in different municipalities, are you gonna hire staff there and open like headquarters, or an office there, is that?
Ideally, yes, because of course it's hard demographically to be in many places at once.
Cross-border experience.
Have you thought about crowdsourcing some of the services?
Thought about it, but again, in the very beginning stages of this development, so yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.